And we're back for NXT 8/24/16, I think. Yeah, yeah. Well, sort of NXT. I mean, we got two matches, which is good. Yeah, yeah. And DJ's busy over there playing Madden because Madden is more important than the podcast. That's okay. We're gonna let that.
No, because this man said, I'm going to watch NXT. And I was like, okay, I got a chance to play Madden. So I did. It's back. I'm done with NXT. Oh, last time I checked, NXT was an hour-long show,
It usually
albeit that was about 20 minutes ago.
is. This one was like 5 minutes because the rest of it was recaps of Takeover, and we already did a Takeover review, so we're not going to go through every little thing. But it did open with a big kind of review of Takeover Brooklyn in general, all the matches, what happened. Any thoughts on the that opening video package of all the matches?
Yeah, I liked it. It definitely gave a little review for what happened last week. But yeah, it was last week technically. And it basically just it showed the people who didn't watch Takeover, which I don't know if why you wouldn't at this point. If you have the network and you're watching NXT right now, if you I wouldn't understand that, but it did kind of show those people who maybe didn't watch Takeover, what went down, kind of reviewed Takeover a little bit, kind of brought you. I guess it kind of brings you into this like new era. Like every pay per view is kind of like a new era again. So kind of like that, I guess. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we got the perfect buffoon. Ty can't finish a few. Dillinger versus Leslie Blake.
Did Westlebeck have the same music? By the way, I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So I was gonna say that they really scraped the bottom of the barrel for this match, but that's not completely correct. They didn't do that. They picked up the barrel and they got the stuff that leaked through in the bottom. That's what they did with this match. Because trash would be an upgrade for this match, and this was just DJ, go ahead, and he's gonna talk it up like it was the greatest thing ever. But oh.
I'll be honest. From what I watched, because I was watching this while we were doing the CWC review, like I usually do. Um, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good match. I was getting excited. I was chanting 10 multiple times. If you if you watch the review and you can see me, you'll probably see me chant 10 a couple of times. And that's why I was chanting 10. I still love Ty Dillinger. I think he's taking this gimmick, which isn't a lot to it, but he's taking it and he's stealing the show. He's very much like Dolph Ziggler. So freaking ridiculous, but he is. This was just a good match to me. I enjoyed it. I thought they worked well together. I thought it showed a lot more of Wesley Blake this time than it did before. It really. I thought he really impressed me actually. And let's be honest, these two are signed to WWE, so you have if you're not gonna show them, don't sign them. Is kind of my thing too. And Ty Dillinger is one of the best. I don't care what anybody says. He's one of the best. He's probably better than your favorite wrestler. So I thought this was a good match. Ty Dillinger did win, if I'm not mistaken. But I thought it was a pretty good match.
I don't really care who won because either way, we're all losers after having to watch that match.
It really could have been worse. like there are so many options that could have been worse than that.
Not much, but anyway. One segment I did write down was after Bailey's match, they did the usual match or interview after the match, and they had a segment with her and Ember Moon, which was kind of cool. It almost felt like a passing of the torch kind of a thing, with Bailey going out, and Ember Moon coming in. It was kind of weird to me because I almost expected it to be like a heel turn or something, or like Ember Moon attack Emma. Like it felt like something was going to happen, but knowing that Bailey was going up to the main roster, that wouldn't have really made any sense at all. But there was just some weird feeling that I had when she came up. I was like, something has to go on here or be set up. But it was kind of cool just seeing, Bailey leaving and her coming in. It was kind of a, like I said, sort of a passing of the torch type of a thing. Any thoughts on that segment?
Yeah, I definitely liked it. I thought it was cool, the cool little passing of the torch type thing. Passing of the porch, yes, was what I was about to say. But yeah, like I enjoyed it just because it was kind of cool. I do like the after match interviews that are on WWE.com or the WWE YouTube channel usually. Um, I just think they're kind of cool because they're probably some of the most unscripted promos that you're gonna get from wrestlers. Right after the matches, there's really not much you can say to someone right after a match. They're still sweaty. They're still, they just got out of combat, I guess you could say, and you know what I mean. They're just, talking about what happened, and I really like those. I kind of wish they'd show them more on the main roster because they really don't. But I just think it was pretty cool. Now I don't know if it was setting up anything because it didn't really feel like it, but I could see it setting up maybe just Ember Moon to be like really good, really really quickly. Maybe more than anything, not necessarily any like match between her and Bailey, because I feel like Bailey's on the main roster now. So why would they bring her back? Even for one match, I guess they could, but what would be the use?
It's WWE. They've done stupider things. But anyway, we got another Sanity vignette promo thing. I'm still trying to figure out what this is. I'm currently right on Google trying to look it up now. Somebody works for a wrestling news website, and maybe would know some insight on this. Rumors, anything.
I don't. I don't. I'll be honest. Like I said, like I write, I still write wrestling stuff, and I do write wrestling stuff, and I do have an app on my phone that sends me rumors and stuff, but it's not the greatest app. So I don't know anything about this. Do you
Rumors.
know who it is? Have you figured it out?
There's rumors it could be Eric Young.
Oh, that would be cool. Um, I did hear that he did actually sign a deal recently, so that would make sense. I would be completely fine with that actually.
Yeah.
Especially considering the way they took him out. Like I just didn't understand that at all. It was just weird how they kind of had Joe just kill him, and that was it. So it's definitely interesting how it's gonna play out. I'm kind of wondering, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. That would be cool though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look up some more later. But yeah, it's just it's one of those things. Like it's cool, but it kind of I want to know who it is, what it is. Like it's probably gonna be like Blue Pants, because why not? So we are to our main event. I know this has been a really long review. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about the length of this review. I will try to shorten them up next time, I promise. We got the Authors of Pain going up against TM61. I like this match. I really like how they were able to show the obvious power and domination of the Authors of Pain, but it didn't at all make TM61 look like jobbers or weak or anything. They still kind of stood toe to toe with them, and you felt like the TM61 could pull out the win at any point. Obviously they weren't going to, because they are trying to, which again is hard too, because they're trying to build up both teams, but I feel like they don't have to build up TM61 as much, just because they have such a following from the indies. But they're really trying to build up the Authors of Pain as this, monster tag team. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to go for the tag team titles. It just seems like that's the way they're kind of going to push them, which is going to kind of suck if they do win, just because it's going to be kind of a Samoa Joe Asuka type of thing where, who's going to beat them. WWE on NXT has been kind of getting themselves into that corner where it's like, okay, we have a monster as the champion. Now, who do we have that can beat them? But I did like this match. And WWE was able to, get over the fact that a lot of times they do have trouble making both teams or both competitors in a match look good while trying to build one more than the other. A lot of times it just ends up being like a jobber match, which we obviously hate. But I feel like in this one, they were able to build up the Authors of Pain. But TM61 looked really good too. So any thoughts on the main event?
I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of cool to see both teams get built in kind of an even manner because it let TM61 kind of get that advantage early on, and then it let the Authors of Pain kind of fight back. And I like the new looks from the Authors of Pain as well tonight. I thought that was really cool how they kind of because they're keeping with that mysterious vibe, but they're adding more to it, which was pretty cool with the little, I guess it was like a towel and then a mask type thing. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm liking the Authors of Pain. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with them. I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna how the fans are gonna react to them being tag team champions because eventually, obviously, they're going to be. But they're such a different team from anything we've seen. Um, I don't know how that's gonna play out. Like I don't know if they'll be able to really connect with the fans as a tag team, even as a heel. Because even with the revival, it's not anywhere near what the Authors of Pain are. Especially since the Authors of Pain are so big. And we as fans love to cry about big people. So I don't know like how the fans are going to react if they do win the titles, which I mean I'm sure they will eventually, but I'm not sure how the fans are going to react to that.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll just have to kind of see what happens with that. Um, maybe they'll bring back the Ascension, and no, but or maybe they'll just push the Authors of Pain up to the main roster because there's more teams up there that I feel like could possibly handle them, and you could have better matches.
You got the experience on the main roster. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of. I mean, we got Gargano and Ciampa, which from what we've heard haven't really teamed together besides at this point.
Yeah,
And then you got obviously the revival, and then there was one more I'm thinking of. I can't think of. There's one more. Team 61. Oh yeah, Team 61. But I feel like there's a little bit more experience as far as like just being on WWE programming, I guess. So I guess WWE could build that a little bit more. They could build the fact that they could they combat this really huge team, this really dominant team.
yeah. But yeah, that was your incredibly long NXT review for this week. I was surprised it was only had 2 matches. I mean, I know they want to review and recap Takeover Brooklyn 2, but I felt like it was too much recap, especially kind of like DJ said, if you're already on the network, you probably already saw it, so they don't need to really do all the recap. I felt like there should have been more matches, matches or even actual segments this week that build on more feuds, like Austin Aries and Hideo. Do something that kind of is gonna build up to the next takeover whenever that is. Don't just give us a waste of a show, even though we had one good match on the show, and it wasn't with Ty Dillinger, but but yeah, I felt like NXT has built up such a following from having such good matches on just an hour, and now that they only I don't know, it's just 1 week. We're not going to complain about it, even though we are. But follow the Twitter, the ICW _ podcast, and we'll tweet stuff and junk, and I mean he will, because like I do sometimes, but not often, because I'm more of an idea guy, That's what that is. I'm more of an idea guy. You know, he's more of all the other stuff guy. But anyway, follow the Twitter, subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, and we will see you on the dippity of flippities with the latters with wrongs. Yeah.